Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's meeting for the certification of our newly elected, newly elected officials, the seat change. We're just going to go ahead and start with our Pledge of Allegiance. So please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Tonight's invocation will be given by Rabbi Benson Singer. I think both are live, Rep. Ken. The further one. Thank you.
Good evening. Is it working?
You can raise that too, Rabbi. I think you're the tallest man in town.
Before I begin, if I may, I want to say thank you. Thank you to all the staff in the dais, and thank you to Mr. Mayor, Mr. Vincent, over the past number of years. Developed a relationship, and you've been nothing but a friend to my family and to the Jewish community. Thank you. It's a tremendous honor to be standing here tonight. This is not the first time I'm delivering the invocation. However, this is the first time where I'm giving the invocation at the swearing-in ceremony, at the inauguration of some wonderful people, our newly elected officials. So this is truly an honor for me. Let us pray. Almighty God, we stand before you as our friends take the solemn oath of office. We gather to give honor and blessings to the elected officials, Mr. Mayor Edwin Malkoun, Commissioner Richard DiNapoli, and Commissioner John Garizano, their families, and the men and the women who will serve along with them in this town. As we do so, we seek your inspiration, your guidance, and your wisdom. Bless us with patience and knowledge. Bless us with compassion and generosity. Allow each and every one of us to be ever mindful of our solemn duties of charity, righteousness, and serving the needs of our society's most vulnerable. May our hearts recognize that there's far more that unites us. Build bridges across all that divide us. Make us rejoice in our diversity, granting us freedom from mere tolerance and replacing it with genuine respect and a warm embrace of our differences. We give thanks to you for giving us our elected officials. Bestow upon them wisdom, humility, and integrity to faithfully discharge the duties of their positions as they assume a leadership role in our community. May they have the wisdom to turn adversity into opportunity and to transform the hard challenges we face today into the seeds from which will sprout the growth of tomorrow. May our town serve as a beacon of light for people of all faiths and walks of life. May Lauderdale-By-The-Sea help achieve the goal so powerfully stated in our Pledge of Allegiance, so that America is truly one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let it be so. And so together we say, Amen. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you, Rabbi. So additions, deletions, deferrals of agenda items. What I'd like to do is we're going to move public comments to after the seating of the new commission, so we can move forward with that and get that done for everyone here tonight. So that as of now, we'll take presentations, which being there are none, but For the commission that's going out, Commissioner Oldacre, do you have any comments? Yes, sir. Did you request? Okay.
Thank you, Mayor. Some things never end. But some good things do. Tonight's my last night here after serving the town and the public for almost 16 years now. In 2008, I was first appointed by Commissioner Dodd to Planning and Zoning. And we actually, in those days, we actually sat up here. So I've been in this room for quite a long time. When I was a little kid back, and I'm talking from the heart, I have stuff written here, but I'm really not going to read that. When I was a little kid growing up in upstate New York, town of Poughkeepsie, my dad, dad and son always had special times together, and it was usually Saturday morning. Got up early, mom slept in, and we got in the car and we drove around the town and we did like real exciting things and went to visit little hidden areas that you wouldn't normally, they're off the beaten track and you wouldn't normally go there. We had a really, really good time. Then he ran for office. Those Saturday mornings suddenly changed and they weren't going to look at the marina down by Hudson River. They were going down to the Hudson River to look at the water plant, the sewer plant, the landfill, all the municipal things that he could think of. And looking back now, it was a great lesson in municipal knowledge. I learned how to put public water in. I learned how to do, I didn't personally do it, but I was there as a kid. I learned how to put public sewers in. And I knew where our garbage went. Fast forward to today, it's exactly what I've been doing now. I'm on several committees, where I was until today. And we put in public sewers, we've dealt with the water system, and we're trying to figure out where to send our trash. Then I went off to college, and my dad was running for re-election, and he lost. I was in Virginia. I was 12 hours away. I voted by mail. And he never spoke about it. He was also in World War II, and he never spoke about that either. This past Sunday, Easter Sunday, we were all down in the sunrise services, and it was actually the 34th anniversary of his passing. And there I was, looking at the sunset again, and suddenly I understood how he felt, and he never told me. So I lost this election, and life goes on. I have a life outside of this room, this complex. But most of it is here in the town of Lauderdale-By-The-Sea. I've lived here for 30 years. I have a full house. I have a partner, even though I don't look it, of 42 years. On April 4th, we'll be celebrating our anniversary, 42 years. I still have a career outside of this. I still have to work when I leave. Tomorrow morning, I have to go to work. I'm not retired. I might be retired from this job. It's not really retirement. I lost an election. So, but I didn't do this for my ego or for the money, obviously, for the prestige or for higher office. I've always told all of you, I have no higher aspirations but the town of Lauderdale-By-The-Sea. And everything I've done for the past 16 years has been focused on the town of Lauderdale-By-The-Sea. And I'll repeat it and I've repeated it probably a dozen times in front of each and every one of you. On our trim notices, there used to be the city of Lauderdale-By-The-Sea. And I asked Marty, could you please change that? We're a town. We're called the town of Lauderdale-By-The-Sea, and he did. I'm only a contributing part to making this town the best place to live in all of Florida. But next to my personal life, I consider this one of my most treasured accomplishments. I'm sorry if I'm pausing. It's a little emotional to say goodbye after, I'm not leaving town, I'm not moving, there's no for sale sign, but I am leaving this room. This is where I'll yield, and my Aunt Betty, I don't want to bring sadness into the room because it's a little sadness and a lot of joy coming later on. But my Aunt Betty, my father's sister, she passed away a week before the election. She was 98 years old. She was an old acre. And she always said to me, when anything bad happened in life, even the loss of her husband or my Uncle Jack, who was a treasure in himself, she would say, on to the next chapter. She always had a great perception of what was going on. So at this point, I'm going to yield. I don't want to hold you up any longer, but I just want you to remember one thing. The most important piece of real estate in this town is that podium right there. Each and every one of you can come up here and use it whenever you want. Don't be afraid of it. Over the past few years, the only people that, with the exception of Ron, where's Ron? Coming up occasionally. It's been crickets. Everyone's relying on technology to view our meetings. Look at everybody here today. This is how meetings used to be in the good old days. So please don't forget that. So finally, after 16 years of public service, I just want to thank all of you. I know a lot of you don't live in town, but I've worked with a lot of you on the committees around the county. I just want to thank you all for the privilege. It's been an honor, and I'll never forget it.
Thank you, Commissioner Aldiger, for your service.
With that, Mayor, I yield.
But don't go away yet. Before we move on, I would like to say some comments, but before I do, I spoke to the town attorney earlier, and I said, is there anything I can do before I leave as mayor? Can I pardon anybody? Can we just waive taxes? And unfortunately not. So no one to pardon as I can think of right now. I might have a few people, but we're going to let that ride. That being said, to the residents of Lauderdale-by-the-Sea, I'd like to thank all of you for your trust and support for these last 14 years. It's been an honor to serve and represent you in this amazing town we all call home. There are a few places like Lauderdale-by-the-Sea, and that's why we all choose to live here. I've upheld my office, my oath of office, to honor and to serve everyone with dignity, with passion, and without judgment. The town has seen great changes in the past 14 years, and we could never have accomplished that without all of you. And we must always communicate, create a vision for our residents, our businesses, our visitors, and then execute that vision. The successes we share are not the results of one person, but together, with our commission, with this commission, and past commissions, our town manager, and of course, our staff. They are the true champions and backbone of this town. Their hard work and dedication keep this town blossoming and bright. And because of that, we've become one of the most desired destination towns in all South Florida. I've been blessed to see many of those wonderful visions come to fruition. I'd like to thank Linda Connors, who I've had the pleasure to work with for many years. She's been the catalyst and the sounding board for me and has been instrumental in helping me make those visions a reality. I'd like to thank Town Attorney Susan Trevarthen for her incredible mind and her valuable understanding of the laws of our town. Susan always has the best interest of this town in making sure that we as a commission understand the nuances and the legalities involving policy making and decisions. Thank you, Susan, for that. If I can just get the chewing gum off my paper. Thank you. I've had the pleasure of working with BSO, Pompano Beach Fire, and EMS, the VFD, AMR, and the COP. Our first responders are the front line in times of uncertainty and doubt. I want to thank you for your selflessness while protecting the town of Lauderdale-By-The-Sea. You are all true professionals. There are many people I'd like to thank personally. As you all know, it's almost impossible to name everyone without leaving out someone. You all know who you are, and I thank each and every one of you. But most importantly, there are a few I can name. My wife, Christine. My beautiful daughter, Paige. For supporting me through these 14 wonderful years in this journey. Thank you all again very much, and God bless this town of Lauderdale-By-The-Sea. We have no public safety discussion. We have no town manager report. We have no town attorney report. We don't have approval of minutes, nor a consent agenda, or old business, but we do have some important new business. That will be the certification of the election results, which Town Clerk Courtney will go ahead and mention.
Courtney Easley, Assistant to the Town Manager, Acting Town Clerk. Pursuant to the Town Charter, the town held a municipal election on March 19th, 2024 to elect Town Mayor at Large, Town Commissioner District 1, Seat 3, and Town Commissioner District 2, Seat 4. The results of the town election have been canvassed by the Broward County Canvassing Board in accordance with Section 102.141. Today, the town received the certified election results from the Broward County Supervisors of Elections Office. The results are as follows. For Mayor at Large, Edmund Malcoon, 765 votes, Ann Marchetti, 666 votes, Buzz Aldecker, 470 votes. For Seat 3, District 1, Howard Goldberg, 778 votes, John A. Graziano, 1,093 votes. For District 2, Seat 4, Ken Brenner, 727 votes, and Richard DiNapoli, 1,142 votes.
Thank you, Courtney.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Staff is recommending that the commission formally accept the election results of March 19th, 2024 municipal election as provided by the Broward County Supervisors of Elections.
Fantastic. No turn. Do we need an official unanimous or consensus?
You can just accept it.
All right, I think we all accept it. All righty, that'll take us to the oath of office. I guess at this time, we will seat the new commission.
Okay.
Go ahead, Courtney.
Pursuant to Section 2-61, the Town Code of the Town Code, every official of the town shall, before entering the duties of office, take and subscribe to an oath or affirm to be filled and kept in office by the town clerk. The newly electeds will take the oath of office to fulfill the obligation per the code. So if you would join me, Mr. Malcoon, Mr. DiNapoli, and Mr. Guazzano on. Or back a little. Okay. So I state your name. Do solemnly swear or affirm that I am a citizen of the United States of America and a resident of the state of Florida and of the town of Lauderdale-By-The-Sea, and have all of the qualifications as required by the charter for the office upon which I am about to enter, and for which I will receive public funds. That I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Florida, and the laws and ordinances of the town of Lauderdale-by-the-Sea, and that I will faithfully perform the duties of the office upon which I am now to enter. Okay, congratulations. Mayor, so we'll have Mayor Malcoon. So Mayor Malcoon, sign.
Thank you.
Mr. Graziano, sign there.
Thank you, ma'am.
Richard DiNapoli. Here, please.
Inoculation is, vaccine is still good. Vaccine is still good for the code of ethics.
And now it's a change of the guard. No, just for them. Yeah, we have them already up here.
No, those are carried. You'll get it. Let me have that. It's time.
Grab your papers and your pen.
Thank you. So what are we at?
Pull up your gavel.
give him a minute. Good evening. Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. It's really a truly special evening. I told myself I was not going to get emotional, but Chris broke the ice, so I might. Just a warning. Just a warning. I want to start by just a few quick comments to my two friends and colleagues, Commissioner Oldeker and Mayor Vincent. You gentlemen are both class acts. You have worked very hard for this town. Commissioner Oldeker, I don't know where you are, but there you are. You've served this community for 16 years. You've served on planning and zoning as chair, a commissioner and vice mayor for 8 years. You've served, well, 2 years of vice mayor, okay. You've served on just about every organization as the town representative, Broward MPO, Hillsborough Inlet, Broward League of Cities, and you've served on the advisory for the solid waste, which has now ended a 5-year effort, and we're all going to benefit as citizens of Broward County, partly because of your effort and contributions. You have a lot to be proud of. Thank you so much on behalf of myself and the rest of the commission and the town residents for your hard work and dedication to our town. I hope you know now we can talk about it, right? No more sunshine. So I hope you'll continue to impart your knowledge with all of us, with me and all of us. So thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Mayor Vincent. I know this was not going to be a roast, I promise. I've known you for 14 years. I started as a candidate with you at the same time. I've watched you grow as a man, a husband, a father. You've served this commission as a commissioner for 8 years, and you were very successful as a mayor for the last 6. It was really an honor and privilege to serve with you up here on the commission. I know a lot of times where we are today is partly because of what you've done for our town, being on the commission and as mayor. And I know sometimes it wasn't so easy for you, primarily during the pandemic. I know that was a very difficult time to have to close businesses and walk around and talk to those individuals. That was very hard, but through your stewardship, your leadership, you're working with other mayors and county commissioners. We weathered that storm, and our ship has now landed on safe shores. And it's partly because of you and your efforts, and we really appreciate it. I appreciate your friendship. I appreciate your support. And you too, I hope that I could always count on you as well as mayor. So thank you very much, sir, for your efforts, and we appreciate it as well. Thank you. This is going to take a little getting used to because I'm used to being like recognized to speak. So now I can just talk. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, wonderful residents of Lauderdale-by-the-Sea, esteemed guests, and dear friends. Today marks a truly special occasion as we gather to celebrate the swearing in of a new mayor and 2 very capable and knowledgeable commissioners for our beloved town. With profound humility and a deep sense of responsibility, I stand before you, having just taken the oath of office, ready to embark on this journey of service with all my heart. I am immensely grateful for the trust and support you have placed in me. The opportunity to lead our community fills me with both excitement and reverence for the task ahead. Together, we stand at the threshold of a new chapter in the history of Lauderdale-by-the-Sea. As we move forward, let us do so with humility, kindness, and an unwavering commitment to the well-being of every resident. I want to express my heartfelt gratitude for all those who guided and supported me along this path, my family, my friends, and the incredible people of our town. Your faith in me is both humbling and inspiring. As your mayor, I pledge to listen with an open heart, to learn from each of you, and to work tirelessly on behalf of our community. Together, we will tackle the challenges we face, celebrate our successes, and build a future that reflects the warmth and spirit of Lauderdale-by-the-Sea. In the upcoming months, we will focus on key priorities such as enhancing communication through regular updates, visits, and digital technologies. We will shortly focus on planning initiatives such as updates to our strategic and comprehensive plan and forming a charter review board to examine our governance structures. I have also asked for our landscape code to be updated to encourage the use of native plants and alternative ground covers. Additionally, I've asked staff to look at our fee schedule holistically to ensure items such as vacation rental fees are reviewed. Let us embrace this opportunity with gratitude, optimism, and a shared commitment to making a difference. With your continued support, I am confident that together we will write the next chapter in the remarkable story of our town. Thank you for the incredible privilege, and may we walk this path together towards a brighter future for Lauderdale-by-the-Sea. Thank you very much. Thank you. So I was thinking maybe we, to be fair, go by alphabetical order, if that's okay with the two new commissioners? No. No? You're going to be a problem. I knew it. Do you want to go first, Commissioner? Commissioner DiNapoli, would you like to go? All right.
Mayor Vincent, Mayor Malcoon.
You have to request.
Green thing.
Wait for the green.
Geez.
Come on in a second, like Kermit.
Got to get used to this. Mayor Vincent and Mayor Malcoon, fellow commissioners, our town manager, town attorney, town clerk, and staff. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored and humbled to be elected as a commissioner for our wonderful town. My heart is filled with gratitude, and I want to express my sincerest appreciation to the voters of our town for putting their trust in me. Whether you voted for me or not, I pledge to serve everyone with honesty, dedication, and commitment every single day. I'm passionate about listening to you and always working my hardest as your public servant. My heart is in the right place and my door will always be open. I'm extremely thankful to my friends, volunteers, and supporters, many of whom are present here tonight or watching these proceedings. There's too many of you to thank by name. If I tried, I'd miss somebody. But you all know who you are. I've known some of you for many, many years, and tonight would not be possible without you, without each and every one of you. You knocked on doors for me. You made phone calls. You helped fold letters. You talked to your friends and neighbors. You put a sign in your yard. You talked to me when I needed you, sometimes really late at night. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart for your encouragement and your help along the way. A special thank you to Mayor Chris Vincent for his support of my candidacy, for his friendship of 14 years, and for his amazing leadership in our town for the last 14 years. Thank you, Mayor Vincent, for your service, your dedication, and your unwavering commitment to Lauderdale-by-the-Sea. Thank you to Commissioners Randy Strauss and Theo Palopoulos for your support and for your continuing outstanding service to our town. Thank you to Commissioner Oldacre for your service. And congrats again to fellow new Commissioner John Graziano. And congratulations to Mayor Edmund Malcoon. I'm honored to call you our mayor, and I look forward to your continuing leadership. Together, I know that all of us up here will do great things to keep Lauderdale-by-the-Sea on the right track. I'm proud to be a part of this town, and together we will continue to build on the successes that we've had as a town, and together we will take on any challenges our town faces. I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the sacrifices made by my family and loved ones. You put up with the long hours and miss family gatherings. Your understanding, your patience, and your belief in me have allowed me to pursue this path, and I'm forever grateful. I love you all very much, and I thank you for giving me strength and for being my champions. Thank you to my grandparents up in heaven who helped inspire my involvement in public service. And I thank you, God. You have put me through some difficult tests in life, but you've also given me the courage, willpower, and perseverance to overcome them. And I'm grateful to God for his guidance and love and for surrounding me with all of you here tonight. Now that the campaigns are over, it's time for the real work to begin. I stand committed to having the best public safety for our town, to fiscal responsibility without raising taxes, without taking on debt, to preserving our town's unique character by maintaining our current height limits and regulating vacation rentals, to protect our beach and natural resources, and to collaboration between our residents, businesses, and government for a thriving town. I invite you to continue to share your ideas, concerns, and aspirations for our town with me. My personal cell phone is 954-488-1890. Together, we will keep Lauderdale-by-the-Sea on the right track. Thank you all once again from the bottom of my heart. May God bless you all. May God bless Lauderdale-by-the-Sea. Thank you.
Clearly more popular than me there. Commissioner Graziano.
I told you I should go on first. Can you hear? It's your fault.
There you go. Got it.
Well, what a privilege it is to be here tonight. Thanks to all of you. But let me acknowledge that I just ran a campaign against somebody who is a committed business person in this town, and that I would encourage him to remain a committed businessman supporting this town. Elections produce funny results sometimes. I've been coached by town council and staff of what I can't do. It's pretty interesting. Seems as though being a commissioner is a lot more restrictive by Florida sunshine laws, which are there to protect the public. And I will abide by them. So this is viewed by me not as a coronation, but as an opportunity and a privilege. I will listen, and I loved Commissioner Aldecker's reference to the piece of real estate at the podiums. So I will listen, but I will push for full transparency and for home rule. I think many of you, at least those from Terramar and some of the residential communities, know what I mean when I say home rule. I want this town to remain the way it is. We can move forward with progress and do better on budgeting and do better on a lot of different things, but we can't fit into the hole that the state is trying to push every community into. Vacation renters, they're privileged people. They have a law that says they can exist, and we have to honor that. But we can stop, and we have to stop, some of the proliferation of the activities that can go on in those areas. For example, I don't know how many of you know that vacation rentals can have up to 5 employees and run certain types of commercial businesses. That's not why people moved into one-family residential areas. And we do have a number of them in this town. So I'll push for full transparency. Obviously, my agenda, number 1, is home rule. Full transparency by our government and staff. Support staff in doing the work that they were hired to do. I will support them 100% to do the work that they were hired to do. And I will look long-term infrastructure improvements and traffic calming. BSO plays an unbelievably important role.
in traffic calming, and they will hear from me, and they will participate with me in doing better for our community in traffic calming. One thing that I've asked for a number of years is no U-turns at the corner of Commercial and A1A when you're going east. That is a dangerous situation. And I'm getting into the weeds, but I think that's an important place that we have to start. And if it's totally controlled by the state transportation authority, then we have to bring them to the table and ask them to understand why we need that. We need that to be the safest corner, not the riskiest corner in our town. And as I suggested during my campaign, you know, campaigns, you say a lot of things that you want to do. Now I have the opportunity to work to get some of those things moved forward with your help. But it all starts with the budget. And the budget process is coming up. And we have to participate fully. And that includes all people in the community. I'm not the end all for budgeting, but I know that if you start from scratch and you have a project, you have to assign money to it. And I don't want to over budget and I don't want to under budget, but we certainly can look at that more carefully so that we can save some money and not raise taxes. Thank you all. And my goal is that we will do these things together as friends, family, neighbors, volunteers, and concerned citizens. Thank you.
Does any other commissioner wish to speak? Commissioner Palopoulos. It's all different numbered.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and congratulations. Commissioner Graziano, congratulations. Commissioner DiNapoli and Mayor Malkoun. It's been a very hard-fought election by everyone. I also would like to congratulate those who also ran, who did not win, because public service and running an election, that's what America's about. Other countries in this world, as we know, do not get this opportunity. So I would extend my congratulations to them in taking part of the process that makes us a democracy. That's what truly separates us from everyone else, and that's why we are privileged to live in the best country in the world. I say this coming from a family and a background that came from Greece. I'm a second-generation American, but I know what my grandparents went through and how life is in other countries. There's no better country in the world than the United States, and this is the perfect example of it. We have a lot to do, gentlemen. We have a lot of business to take care of over the next 2 years, and I look forward to taking care of it with you. I look forward to learning from you all, as I did the last 2 years, and I really have to extend again my thanks to Commissioner Oldacre, your public service for all these years and everything I've learned from yourself, and also from, obviously, Mayor Vincent. You both exemplify what public service is. You've served this town far longer than most of us can imagine, and everyone should always look to you for guidance in how to operate this town, how to run this town. I look forward to speaking to you now openly and candidly, and I can't wait to see what you have to say. Trust me, it's very, very tough not being able to talk to one another. But as Commissioner Graziano just learned, those are the rules that we play by. Like I said, we have a lot of important business. I have a lot of things on my agenda that I would like to discuss over the next couple months so we can start working on it. And again, what Commissioner Oldacre said and what Commissioner Graziano echoed, that podium, ladies and gentlemen, when we come to these meetings on Tuesday evenings, we're very, very lucky if we have a 20th of the people in this room. I would love to see more engagement from the town, more engagement from the residents to come here, not just watch us on the local station, but to come here and speak your mind. Tell us what you think. Tell us what's going right. Tell us what's going wrong. What can we do better? We are your voices. If we don't hear you, not a lot's going to get done. So come, engage, and let's all be productive. Lauderdale-by-the-Sea, I said it 2 years ago when I was sworn in. I believe that we live in the best town, in the best state, and the best country in the world. We're all very, very fortunate. So God bless us all. God bless the new commission, and I will yield.
You know, we need to update these names on here, Ken, please. Okay,
That's right. I got a green thing.
go ahead.
Congratulations to our Mayor Malkoun. Congratulations, Commissioner Graziano, Commissioner DiNapoli. It's going to be exciting to have you up here for the next 2 years. I look forward to it. I said some really nice things about the mayor last meeting. If you all want to see that, go back to the meeting. We have it on video. I'm not going to repeat it all, but I just want to thank our Mayor Vincent and Commissioner Malkoun, Oldacre, I apologize, Oldacre, very much for their leadership, their character, and the direction, their direction, and really mostly for their friendship over my last 6 years up on this dais. Both of you are leaving us with a great foundation up here, which will make our jobs easier over the next 2 years. And you're also leaving us with a very healthy town. And for that, I thank you enormously. I look forward to the next 2 years, and I want to just keep it short. I'll yield. Thank you, Mayor.
All right, thank you very much. That brings us to public comments.
No, the personal code of conduct.
Oh, personal code of conduct, excuse me. Okay, so, Courtney.
Courtney Easley, Assistant to the Town Manager, Acting Town Clerk. In 2010, the Town Commission established a code of conduct for themselves. The first signing ceremony was done in July 2010. Since then, each time a new commission is seated, every commissioner has signed the code of conduct and agreed to abide by it. So if you would, join me down at the podium, and you all can sign the code of conduct. Mayor. Richard Napoli. Graziano. Strauss. Thank you all.
All right, that brings us to public comments. Courtney, could you please?
We don't have anyone signed up to speak.
Does anybody wish to come to the podium and say a few words? I don't see him. Sir. Mr. Fleischman, make sure it's Bob Fleischman, Lauderdale-By-The-Sea, 3 minutes.
20 minutes. Bob Fleischman, Lauderdale-By-The-Sea. Good evening. Good evening, Mayor and Commissioners, because there's not a Vice Mayor yet. First, I want to congratulate our retiring Mayor, Chris Vincent, for your revered service of 14 years to this town. Wonderful. Our former Commissioner and past Vice Mayor, Buzz Oldecker, was dedicated for 8 years and will be remembered for his chairmanship of many town events and participant on agendas with great comments and questions. To continuing Commissioners Randy Strauss and Theo Thermopoulos, thank you for your service thus far and enjoy the camaraderie of the new dais. Just a few accomplishments of this dais are: preservations of our safety, charm with debt-free, low millage rate for its residents, upgraded stormwater drainage both on Terramar and other residential areas of homes. Bridge repairs and seawalls were needed and done. Outsourced our emergency services to Pompano Beach with great results. Bought and leased land to expand parking for residents and visitors. Downtown has emerged as a friendly, attractive place to hang out. For all, as Lauderdale-By-The-Sea is a must vacation with wonderful eateries and plenty of places to stay while sharing our slow-paced, stressless way of life. Now I want to say, welcome to our new mayor, Edmund Malkoon, who I'm confident will only continue to oversee the accomplishments and future plans for LBTS, but will keep the budget within the carefully planned help of his dais. The newcomers, Richard DiNapoli and John Graziano, bring with them excellent credentials that can only enhance future plans, while having the experience to guide and participate as a whole the smooth running of our precious town. I thank you. Good luck.
Thank you. Is there anybody else that would like to make comments? Seeing none. I do want to just ask the commission, I thought it would be good to have an organizational meeting, being a new commission, on the next Tuesday the 9th. Are you all available to come maybe an hour before so that we can discuss how we're going to run these meetings? Yes. See a consensus? Yes, Mayor. Yes. Okay, great. All right. And with that, do I have a motion? Please join us for cake and refreshments, but do I have a motion to, Commissioner, please adjourn?
Is this still my job?
Yes, it's still your job.
All right, motion to adjourn. Second.
Thank you.